दिस इज द मॉडल ऑफ रोटेशन ऑफ गट. अभी हम लोग रोटेशन ऑफ गट जानेंगे. रोटेशन ऑफ गट, दिस इज द मॉडल, and here you can see this green one. This green one is foregut. In blue color this is midgut, and this yellow color tube, this is of hindgut. ठीक है. और this is anterior abdominal wall and this is posterior abdominal wall, and here is aorta, and this thread, it signifies superior mesenteric artery coming here, and this is the vitelline duct, and this black one is the yolk sac. Okay, so this is the model. And rotation of gut, इसमें दो जगह के रोटेशन होती है गट में, पूरे गट में. यहाँ पे स्टमक, रोटेशन ऑफ स्टमक एंड प्लस रोटेशन ऑफ मिड गट. पहले हम लोग रोटेशन ऑफ स्टमक जान लेंगे. इसमें सबसे पहले क्या होता है कि स्टमक जो है, इट इज़ द डिस्टेंडेड पार्ट ऑफ द कॉर्डल पार्ट ऑफ द फोरगट, एंड इट इज़ लाइक दिस. फर्स्ट somewhat distended. Okay, and there are two surfaces. This one is right surface and this one is left surface. Okay, and now the left surface become anterior and right surface become posterior. Okay, and this is due to the 90-degree rotation clockwise. Okay, ये clockwise घूम रहा है. क्लॉकवाइज घूमने से ये इस तरीके का हो गया. ठीक है, तो इसमें क्या चेंजेस आ गए? राइट साइड पोस्टीरियर चला गया और लेफ्ट साइड एंटीरियर आ गया. सो देयर आर टू सर्फेसेस. दिस वन इज नाउ anterior surface and here is the posterior surface, and there are two border. This is right border and this is left border. Right border is also known as lesser curvature and left border is also known as greater curvature after the rotation. Now this is right and this is left. Now left border shows differential growth. It grows more than the right one and forms the greater aspect. So greater curvature, and this is the lesser curvature, and this rotation is on the longitudinal axis which I have shown. And now what happened? Here we are seeing this is the cardiac end and this is the pyloric end. So cardiac orifice and the pyloric orifice, that is the opening, both are in one vertical line, but now the rotation is antero-posterior axis, and this cardiac opening goes somewhat on the left side and pyloric opening towards the right side. So this is about the rotation of the stomach, and here we can see rotation of gut, rotation of stomach plus rotation of midgut. Now parts, this is stomach and midgut. Quantity 90-degree clockwise, and this latter we will discuss. Now axis, in two axes, that is the longitudinal axis and antero-posterior axis. Result, lesser sac formation. Timing, middle of the 4th week of gestation. Steps, left and right surfaces. First there is left and right surfaces. Then what happened? 90-degree clockwise rotation on the longitudinal axis. Anterior and posterior surfaces. Now this is anterior surface and this is posterior surface. And right border is the lesser curvature and left border is greater curvature. Now differential growth of the greater curvature. Antero-posterior rotation. Okay, there is antero-posterior rotation on the antero-posterior axis. Okay, then cardiac and pyloric orifice, which are previously in one vertical axis, now cardiac on the left side and pyloric opening on the right side. This we have to write down under this subheading part. Quantity, this is axis, result, timing and steps. Now coming to midgut rotation. Here what we are seeing is the umbilicus, and this part of the midgut, this is completely inside. And now In the 5th week of gestation, rotation start, and now this one is midgut, which protrude out through the umbilicus, and this looping like a loop, you can see here, this is loop, and this loop is in sagittal plane. Okay, this we all know is this is the sagittal plane. Now 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation occur. First rotation 90-degree anti-clockwise. Here what we are seeing, this is the black part and this is yellow part, and then junction of which it shows the axis. What I have shown earlier, this in thread is the superior mesenteric artery, and this is vitellointestinal duct. This rotation occurs along the horizontal axis, and horizontal axis is formed by superior mesenteric artery plus vitelline duct, and this black part is known as pre-arterial segment and yellow part is post-arterial segment, and these two segments lie in the sagittal plane. Now first rotation anti-clockwise 90-degree. Now pre-arterial segment on the right side and the post-arterial segment in yellow color, this is on the left side. This lies horizontally. Okay, first sagittal plane, now horizontally due to the 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation. Now what happens, there is differential growth of pre-arterial segment, which I have shown in the black color. Now this convolutions, this is too much growth of the pre-arterial segment, black part, and yellow part is only this much, and this growth is what we are seeing. This is one in the sagittal plane. Now again 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation of the pre-arterial segment. Now what we are seeing, this is on the horizontal plane. Due to the 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation, this sagittal plane becomes horizontal plane. Okay, this is differentiated more growth of the pre-arterial segment. So 90-degree plus 90-degree, total 180-degree anti-clockwise till now. Now what happens after that? It goes back into the abdominal cavity, and in which means it now during the re-entering inside the abdominal cavity, it shows again 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation, and this pre-arterial segment, it enters inside below the post-arterial segment. This yellow one, what we are seeing, is on the superior aspect, and pre-arterial segment, it is on the inferior aspect, and they are going inside the abdominal cavity such that the pre-arterial segment, which was previously on the right side, it is coming on the left side. Okay, and this is the final result. Pre-arterial segment, which is in black color, it forms the duodenum after the ampulla of Vater, and then after the duodenum there is jejunal loop and proximal ileum. This much is by the pre-arterial segment. And now yellow one, this is the post-arterial. So distal ileum, cecum, here there is also cecal loop. Just after the pre-arterial, the post-arterial start, and here is the cecal loop is there. Okay, so what we are seeing, this post-arterial segment forms cecum, appendix, ascending colon, and the right, or you can say the proximal 2/3 of the transverse colon in yellow color, dark yellow color, and this is in cream color, this is hindgut. Okay, so this is the final outcome, and it is inside the abdominal cavity. Okay, now in which way we have to write that? First there is parts, so rotation of stomach and rotation of midgut. Quantity here is 270-degree anti-clockwise. Axis, it is axis is the horizontal axis, that is formed by the superior mesenteric artery plus vitelline duct. Now, what is the result? A small intestine on the left side, a small intestine in black color. This is on the left side, and the large intestine on the right side. And timing is 5th week to 10th week. And why this happens? It is written here. Okay. Now, steps of the midgut rotation. First, midgut protrude out through the umbilicus on 5th week in sagittal plane. Okay, due to the over enlargement of liver and less space inside the abdominal cavity called physiological herniation. This protruding out of midgut is known as physiological herniation. Second is the 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation around the horizontal axis formed by the superior mesenteric artery plus vitelline duct, and this is the basis for prearterial and the postarterial segment. Now third one, prearterial, which is on the superior aspect, now come on the right side, and inferior one coming on the left side. Now differential growth of prearterial segment in sagittal plane, what we are seeing here. Okay. Now 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation of prearterial segment, this one. Now midgut loop back to abdominal cavity along with the 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation below the postarterial segment to the left side of the abdominal cavity, and this is due to less growth of liver, increase in the abdominal cavity, and disappearance of the mesonephric kidney. Okay, these are three causes which causes re-entering of the midgut loop inside. And finally, prearterial segment product duodenum, jejunum and proximal ileum, which is on the left side, and distal ileum, cecum, appendix, ascending colon, and the proximal 2/3 of the transverse colon on the right side. Important point of the midgut rotation, that is the 270-degree anti-clockwise rotation. Second, first part to enter abdominal cavity is the proximal jejunum, and last part to enter the abdominal cavity is the cecum. And fourth one is the cecum, which is on the right upper quadrant. Cecum, after the result product, is first on the right upper quadrant, and then it descends down in the right lower quadrant, that is on the iliac fossa. And this descent give rise birth to the appendix, the squeezed part of the lower end, that is the appendix. Thank you.